Hi folks, County Line Gardener back with you. Hey, we're getting ready to go out the garage door here. We're going to make a update video for July. I always try to do it the first week. Let's see, it's a little different. We're going to go around the front today. Yeah, we'll go around the front here. Check on our onions and things like that. There's not a whole lot to talk about. Nothing's changed here. Greenhouse is still pretty empty. That's where I keep my spray tanks. I got a weed tank, weed spray. I've got a bug spray tank, and then that big one there is a water tank. I got four tomato plants strategically located around the greenhouse for I can reach as I go by on my lawnmower. I've always done that. Here's the strawberries. You should be aware of that. And here's the onions. I wanted to show you something about the onions. It's kind of odd. They're looking good. They are looking great. I don't know how to grow great big monster softball sized onions, but I'm more than happy with them. But I've noticed they're dying, like right here. The green is dying. They say when they fall over is when they're ready to pick. Well, they're not falling over. I mean, I guess they are. Look at these here. These were planted at the same time. Look how strong they are. They're still standing up. I've always been told you squeeze the bottom of that stem right there next to the bulb, and that's how you can. If it's really soft, it's about ready to bend over. See, that one's about ready to bend over. I'm just going to let it fall over. I think they're ready to pick. I don't know what the length of time is, but I think it's not much over 60. Got some bugs. I got some bugs on my strawberries. Well, I'll be doggone. See them there? That's a first. Those are Japanese beetles, and they will be gone as soon as this video's over with. Let's go on down here to the strawberry patch, or blackberry patch. I'm sorry. Those are strawberries we just looked at. I get my blackberries and my strawberries mixed up sometimes. Got 6 rows of blackberries here. They all come from North's Farms. I don't know if I did a video when I planted these, but man, they're going crazy. They're starting to come out. I'm going to have lots of blackberries. If not this year, next year I'll be covered up with them. We're going to sell them. We're going to sell them $3 a pound. You pick. Try to keep it neat between the rows. Rows are 12 feet apart. And I put 25 in each row, and the rows are 100 feet long. So there's 600 feet of blackberries. We're going up the hill here now to the big garden. I hope it's not too wet to get in there. We had a rain yesterday. Don't see any standing water, so I'm gonna say it's safe to go in there. Well, right here, it's a story in itself. This real nice looking dirt right here. This is my green beans. Yeah, right. I have planted these green beans 4 different times. This is the 4th time. I don't know if they're going to grow or not. I don't care. I've got them, so I planted them. I just can't get them to grow because it's been too wet. Hopefully they will this time. Now this is purple hull peas right next to it. I can't keep the weeds out of them, but the weeds, they're okay. They're okay. Now here's my pride and joy, my tomato patch. Always is. I've got, let's see, I've got 8 rows of 12 tomatoes plants, 45 different kinds, and they're starting to come on. They're starting to, but the rain has been holding us up so much. It's just unbelievable. Look at it now. It's wet here now. I was wanting to come up here this morning and plow up this little bit of corn I got. I got some corn here, sweet corn, that just didn't grow. Planted it at the same time as the green beans. It just did not grow, and I'm going to plow it over and try again. It's not too late. Not for me, anyway. Look at this. There's supposed to be corn in there, and there's not. Now, up here, for some reason, this is Indian corn, the taller corn up here. This corn is as tall as my waist. And it did fine. It did fine. It did fine. I try to keep it clean between the rows. I can't get it in between the plants in the rows because I ain't gonna worry about that. Never has given me a problem before. Here's the potatoes. We calmed it down this year, if you want to call it that. We only went 4 rows, which is 400 feet. It's 100 feet from here to there, and we just didn't plant as much. So we just planted, just 2 of us. So we just planted what we needed this year. We're not selling anything this year. Now, I don't know if you can see the humps here, but I've got 8 rows here. I plowed and tilled, and then I raised them up on, raised hills. 8 of them, and let's see here, we got watermelon, cantaloupe, watermelon, and gourds. I think gourds. Now I saved 3 rows for pumpkins. It's not time around here anyway. We're in southern Indiana. It's not time yet to plant them pumpkins if you want them pristine and firm around Halloween. So we gotta wait till about the middle of July, which is only 2 weeks away. Today's the 2nd. Now this is another raised. You'll notice there's grass in between here. I'll show you what this is when we get down here. Here's a row of blackberries. Now, folks, I did a video when I planted these plants right here 2 years ago. Video number 12. Look at the size of some of these blackberries. These are going crazy. These are just going crazy. My wife come up here last night and picked a gallon. And there's more. They just ripen overnight. They're just huge. They're monsters. I'm just going to have to pick this and make sure it tastes good for everybody. But look at the size of that. Oh my goodness. That's just as sweet as it can be. They're just all over the place. If you folks will watch that video, you'll remember. I had a tomato plant customer. I sell tomato plants too. I mentioned I wanted blackberries. And that, bless his heart, he went home and he dug me up 5 or 6 tomato plants. Them first 5 or 6 tomato plants back up there are the ones he gave me. I may have to test another one here. Oh my goodness. That's so good. They're just monsters. But anyway, he gave me 5 or 6 plants and I planted them, and you've seen the results. Now these down here, you'll notice they're a little smaller. Well, those I bought at North Farms, and they're doing fine. They're doing fine. Now here is a story in itself. I'm gonna have 6 more rows up here, or well, 5 more counting this one. You can tell what I done. I tilled up the sod real deep. And what this is, folks, is plants that grow wild, or they don't grow wild, but I'll just show you here. I don't give a dime for these. I don't give a dime for them. These are plants that, well, they spurned off of what I got, what I've already got. There's a good example of what I'm talking about. Right here's a plant. See this plant? See where it's going? Right there. Dig that up and bring it over here, and you're going to have more blackberries. I don't have a dime in this row of blackberry plants over here. Now I don't sell them because you're not allowed to. These blackberries have a patent, some of them, so I'm not taking the chance. These are not for sale. You can sell the berries, I suppose, but you cannot sell the plant. I learned that from a friend of mine, Texas Prepper 2. Good man down there in Texas. He found that out, and he made sure everybody knew it. There's my little buddy right in front of me. See him? I want to see how close I can get to him. I bet he better not be eating a blackberry. Doggone you. He's burying something there. Look at him go. I don't think squirrels hurt a garden. If they do, folks, let me know. This is the first year. Yeah, this is the bottom side of our watermelons, and man, we're going to have watermelons running out our ears. Potatoes are going to be good. As you can see, I've got 5 strands of liquid fence here. Well, I don't even have it on this year. I don't even have it energized. And we haven't seen one animal track in this garden, thankfully. But it's a nice warm day. It rained last night. My tomatoes are behind so much that I should be getting ripe ones by July the 4th, we always think. And we're not going to this year. No way. But they're looking okay. They're looking okay. The labor of love for me. I'm retired now. I have been for 5 years. This is just what I like to do. I got a few neighbors that don't like me doing this for some reason. I don't know why. They don't think I should plow up my yard, but it's I waited all my life to do this, and I'm going to do it no matter what they say. There's the house, garage, greenhouse, and there's a blackberry patch down in that holler down there. But gosh, I hope my green beans grow this time. I'm about to run out of this one particular brand I grow. I grow Jade green beans, and Jade 2 is what they're named. They're so good. Now I got 4 pounds of strike green beans. If I've run out of the Jade, so we'll see. We'll see. It's a hassle here just trying to keep up with mowing all this. We mow all this. Well, you know, I can't think of anything else. Blackberry patch is just, I'll tell you what, you need to grow blackberries because there's no work involved. Just putting them in the ground is all you got to do. Just put them in the ground and they'll go from there. They'll go from there. You just got to keep them trimmed. You got to keep them trimmed. Watch that Texas Prepper 2. Watch his blackberry videos. He's got like 30 blackberry videos. And I'm going by what he says. I got a few down here, like that one there sticking out. I need to put that back in the trellis. You can see what the trellis looks like. It's I got 4 T-bars, and that wire is electric fence wire, 17 gauge. It's small stuff. There's two of them running down through there, and I put the stems, or the canes, go up in between them. There's one at the bottom, one at the top, and it seems to be, you can tell it's working pretty good. Working pretty good. Well, I think that's all for now. I don't have a whole lot to make videos on anymore. I've done it all, you know, just about everything. I want to do one on making blackberry jelly. As soon as we get a gallon or two, I'm going to make a video on that. And that stuff, oh, it's just delicious. I'll make a couple dozen half pints of it. There's my front end loader. That's my other implements, most of them. So folks, I'm going to get off of here. It's going to be a hot one today here in southern Indiana. It's 9:15 now, and it's already 80 degrees. So I ain't complaining. I love the heat. I love the heat. It's a little hard for me to breathe in the heat, but I love it. So hey, I'm going to get off of here. I can't think of anything else to talk about. And I'll get that video on that jelly on here as soon as I can, okay? For now, this is the County Line Gardener saying bye-bye.